Hey guys, how you doing? And in this video I'm going to be covering ADS turn 1 in the coil. Now this is a relatively old recording, so in other words most of us aren't properly geared, none of us have our relic +1s properly, so this strategy is basically aimed towards everybody who has just started the coil or people who are slowly gearing up and want to attempt the coil and are lacking the DPS and all the gear. So the first thing you want to do is everybody to buff up, stone skin up and wherever. Okay, now what you want to really have is two people who can use silence, preferably the bard and the paladin. So in this example we have the paladin run up and the first attack he does is actually his silence. This is because ADS has an ability known as high voltage, and the only way to actually avoid this attack is by using a silence. ADS has a really strict rotation. First uses a high voltage, then a repellent cannons, piercing laser, and then goes off and uses another high voltage. It is important that both the bard and the paladin rotate their silences because 1. A silence comes every 20 seconds and 2. A bard needs to keep up his damage for as long as possible, otherwise you will not be able to take down ADS. Now if either one of the paladin or the bard fails to silence ADS, you will get hit by the attack, which causes everybody to have a 30-second paralysis and cannot be removed via a sooner. So after about a minute, or once ADS is down to about 2/3 of his health, the off tank should now run to the south and to pick up the ad that's going to spawn. Now the reason why you have to go and collect the ad that spawns is because the ad can charge with ADS, and once ADS and the node are together, it gives ADS a massive buff to his damage or his defenses. So you want to take out the nodes. There are different types of nodes. There are the attack nodes, control nodes and defense nodes. So once you've taken down the node, you then want to run back to ADS, deal some more damage to ADS, and then another ad will spawn really shortly afterwards. Once the other ad is spawned, again you have to go back and do the exact same thing. The off tank has to go and collect the ad, keep him to the south, and then everybody has to go and burst the ad down as fast as you can and then go back to ADS. Now it is very important to note that for melee classes, if you are near the front of the node, you will get hit for an attack known as chain lightning. Chain lightning is basically like a front conal attack, and it can hit for a lot of damage. Now it is also important to note that ADS's attack, piercing laser, fires towards one player in the arena. This is why we usually have everybody spread out against the walls, have the healers to one side and all the range classes to the other side. This is to make sure that there's maximum uptime of either the healing or the DPS, because this entire fight is purely a DPS race. Again, there will be another ad that spawns and you want to go back and take out this ad. Now it's also important to note that as the off tank who is taking the nodes out, you have to keep the node as still as possible. This is because if you move slightly and the attack node uses one of his chain lightnings, you can severely damage the melee class. This also applies to ADS himself, because ADS also does chain lightning, so both tanks should be keeping ADS as still as possible. On the 4th ad that spawns, you'll just want to keep the tank down there and everybody to focus their DPS on ADS. It is also important to note that the bard should always stay on ADS pretty much all the time. This is because you do not want the bard to miss any of the high voltage attacks, otherwise the party is screwed. Now I do apologise for the slightly messy video. This is because this is a really old recording, so of course we're all kind of new to the fight, but I just wanted to prove a point to everybody that you do not need the top end gear in order to progress through the coil. So please stay tuned for my Caduceus turn 1 fight. I will be uploading a guard on it very shortly. Well, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.